It's quite clear that Bounty Battle wants to be that cocky little sibling of Smash Bros. An underdog that enters the scene and becomes an obvious name in the fighting scene. This would be the #1 game for those players that don't want to play the major production that Smash Bros actually is. Unfortunately, all this falls like a house of cards. I really want to like Bounty Battle. Heck, I even want to love this passion project that has been in production for about 6 to 7 years. I wonder exactly when during the development when stuff started going sideways. The game was developed by a team of 3 people at most, but usually only 1 to 2 people worked on it. To me, indies means the world, and it's not often that I play a AAA title, since I usually enjoy the less commercial games more. This means that I love to show support for indie developers and teams of all sizes, and I admire the dedication developers have when they actually create something. Games like Hotline Miami, My Friend Pedro, Carry On, Old School Musical, Extermination Force, etc., etc. They have one thing in common. Most of them started out as an idea born out of passion and finished as a complete game, developed by one or just a few creators. That's why it hurts to put this review out there. I am openly telling viewers of this video that this is not a good game, and hence I am putting obstacles in the way of the developer, and I'm sure they've got enough problems and stress as it is right now. It seems like this game is more or less hated everywhere we look, with a median score of around 15% out of 100. This is quite a sad story, taking the dream project that someone has put close to a decade on and from time to time most probably have been living for. Honestly, I'm sad for the developer that gets all this hate and most probably are in debt, because that's how publishing works. You get money and support from a publisher to make a game with the expectation that this game will sell enough to break even the money spent on development, marketing and release. Printing physical games is not cheap, you know. So I'm really sorry to say it, this game is not good. It's not fun in its current state, and it has got too many technical problems to be a serious contender. If it was boring and ugly but had super tight controls, or super fun but had sloppy controls, you could have accepted it and kept on playing. But a too technical game with the control problems, terrible frame rate drops, weak interface, and frankly kinda ugly graphics doesn't do it for me. I tried to enjoy this game, trust me, I really have. I have been thinking and thinking what to lift forward to say this is actually pretty good, or I enjoy this bit, but I couldn't bear to play it. It's that broken and feels like a game that was released at 35% of the development process. Where everything with Smash Bros feels like it's on rails with rock solid controls, Bounty Battle feels like trying to ride a bike that turns to the left when you turn the handlebar to the right. Or like trying to walk on stilts on top of a huge ball. When you hit someone in Smash, you almost feel it because of tight controls and perfect animations. In this game, it's more a feeling of just a bunch of characters waving their arms, ending up in a big messy fighting salad thanks to the mushy controls. I could be frank and say kill it with fire, but I think that this can be a good game in the future if they keep on working on the game, sending out patches to fix all problems. But right now we're in a situation where we have an alpha version or early access of a game that was sold as a full finished game at full price. It's scary when you think about the fact that this game actually was postponed earlier this summer to fix issues and make the game run smoother. And I wonder what state the game was in then, when you see it in this state. When they saw that the game was not particularly funny or had a bunch of technical problems, they should have either put the game to sleep or stripped away features that wasn't necessary, to instead focus on making the needed features as good as they could get. Now we have a game that is weak in every possible way, with too many problems to consider paying for. I even doubt that this game would have a large user base even if it was free to play. So the question is, will the developers and publishers get together and fix this, or should they bury the project completely? Unfortunately, I don't think Bounty Battle in its current state does neither the developer nor the publisher any favors at the moment. I'm so sorry to say it, but this game will go to history as yet another Daikatana. A game that is so bad that because of that it will not be forgotten, and most probably will haunt the responsible for a long time. However, I think it might actually cater to collectors, because having a physical of this one will be a big one. Lastly, please be gentle with the developer Dark Screen Games. This should be one of the best times in their life with a newly released game, but I don't think they have a particularly good time right now, so please don't post tweets saying that your games suck or stating the obvious that there's some problems with the control or whatever. Instead, please support them and tell them something nice, because they don't need more crap at the moment. It really feels crap to put out a review like this where you totally shoot the game down, but it's not a good game, unfortunately. And I'm actually kinda sad to criticize something this hard. However, as I said, if the developers work on update patches, this can actually be quite a good game. The question is, how much work do they need to put into it? Until next time, stay safe, stay gold, and keep your head down.